Welcome back to another YouTube vlog. Well, video actually. It's not a vlog today, it's a Q&A today. Q&A July 2025 edition. If you could please guys, like and subscribe. And if you've got to this point, which is very early on in the video, please say let's go, okay? In the comments. So I know how far people have got to in the the video, you know what I mean? So there's several questions. So a couple of days ago I asked, or yesterday or today, I can't remember exactly, I got people from my Instagram to send me some questions in, and I basically put a couple more in. I think there's about 10 or 12 questions to answer. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? So the first two questions are very, very similar. It is what my first name is and how old I am. So my first name is Kyle, but everyone calls me Dobbo. Obviously, it's short for my surname. And I am 32 years of age, old. So yeah, my name's Kyle and I am 32, but I prefer to be called Dobbo because that's like my, social media name, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So the next question is favourite town or city to visit. For me, I've been to various different cities, some just for one night, some for more than one night, some for like other nights. And to be fair, I would say top two were Bangor and Coventry. I did enjoy Bangor, so I'll probably say Bangor just beats Coventry, but everywhere where I've been, so Leeds, Coventry, Bangor, Edinburgh, Glasgow, everywhere like that has the good points and bad points about them. So yeah, that is my favourite city or town to visit. It's Bangor and then Coventry. The next question is, what's my thoughts about Dominic Mysterio and the WWE in general now and back in the day when I first started WWE watching it. So Dominic Mysterio is obviously the poor version of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is going to be the best Mysterio in the world. There's no questions asked about that. But Dominic is doing his own thing. He could have followed in his dad's coattails, but he's decided to, do his own footsteps and see where that takes him. It might not take him anywhere. It might take him to, be better than his dad, but I very much doubt that. But because everyone knows 619. And thoughts about the WWE, it's very modernised now. Obviously, fantastic for the women. The women's game, the wrestlers for the women are unbelievable. But I do miss like Trish Stratus, they deserve to be in this main roster nowadays. But obviously, they've retired. They only can do a few bits and bobs here and there. But with the male wrestling, I feel like it's gone very much downhill recently. Like, there's not Big Show, Kane, Undertaker, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, The Rock. John Cena is retiring next year, end of this year. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X, Santino. R-Truth until recently was very like, a comical character, as you call it. You know what I mean? Where, so yeah, that's my thoughts about the wrestling at the moment. Also, while I don't forget, I apologise for the painting job in the background here. I apologise for that. Obviously, it's going to get improved better. We're just obviously going to get... I need to figure out whether I need a green screen behind me or if I'm going to repaint it, or you know what I mean. So we're going to figure out that, and it'll be a better setup than this in the future. But also, the next question is, what is my favourite soap? So to be fair, I don't really watch soaps nowadays because obviously, they are too, for me, they're too very serious. Like, they need to be serious, then they need to have some funny aspects in it. Whereas I feel like all the funny aspects of literally 99% of them have all disappeared. Like from Coronation Street side, you had obviously David, Graham, they were a good comedy act. You had Norris and Rita, they had a love-hate relationship. You had, who else? You had obviously Lloyd, Steve, Tim, the triple, you know? You had all these people, you know, trying to make people laugh. You had Eva Mary trying to make people laugh. Whereas nowadays, it's very serious. Like, if there's a little joke, it's like a very small joke, you know what I mean? It's not like maybe a full episode of comical, which it needs to be during these, you know, times of what we're going through as a country, as world society, you know? Potential World War III, there needs to be some, you know, there needs to be, you know, even if it's like a 5-minute segment every, you know, episode, just have, you know, Stephen Lloyd trying to take, you know, just to try and, you know, make people smile a bit more, you know what I mean? And also, that's like with Emmerdale as well. Like, you have, obviously, with Emmerdale, you had, obviously, Marlon and Paddy. They were the double act for Emmerdale, but unfortunately, they're not, they are still the double act, but they're not as double act as they were in the past, if you get what I mean. So, my celebrity crush. So, if you've got to this point, please comment who your celebrity crush is, please, in the comments. So, just put celebrity crush dash whoever it is, okay? My celebrity crush, I'll give you my top 3 in no particular order. Emily Atack, Michelle Keegan, Ariana Grande. They're my, you know, they are somewhere else. They are smoking hot. Which program have I watched recently on Netflix? So I've been watching Superstore. It's a TV sitcom thing in America where they basically do like, it's a superstore at the end of the day, a bit like Target, where, you know, it's called Cloud9, I believe it's called, and basically they, you know, it's to do with like colleagues finding each other, finding love, finding new connections, you know, doing like a day-to-day shift, and then obviously after the shift and stuff like that, following their family's journeys around. So yeah, that's really good. Who do I prefer, Sidemen or Beta Squad? And the reason why. For me, it's only one clear answer, and that is the Sidemen. I just love the Sidemen. Like, that is my one dream, to be on the Sidemen shoot for one video. You know, obviously I would love to be like the 8th member if they ever got an 8th member from random. But, you know, all I ask is that one dream is to go on a Sidemen shoot. Whether that's more Sidemen, whether that's for Side Plus, whether that's Side Cast, whether that's on the main channel video. But I love their videos every single Sunday. I sit back with, obviously, my favourite drink, can of Coke, and I watch them every single Sunday. If not, if I can't watch it on a Sunday night, then I watch it on the Monday morning with a can of Coke. Cheers. Yeah, like I say, guys, I apologise for the state of the paint. Obviously, it's going to be improved at some point. Maybe with a green screen, maybe with new paint. I don't know yet. I haven't decided yet. But if you could, please, if you've got to this point, before the last question, comment the word warm. Because it is very warm. It's very sticky weather, isn't it? Anyway, the last question of this video, of this catch-up, of this Q&A is, what is my plans for this YouTube channel? So, with this YouTube channel, I want to, you know, broaden my horizons with the vlogs. Like, obviously, you know, when I go to football games, I'll vlog at the football games, but it won't be just football games, so don't worry, anyone that doesn't like football. It's not just going to be football vlogs. There is going to be travel vlogs, whether that's in the UK, whether that's abroad. You know, if I decided, oh, let's go for a weekend away somewhere, just myself, I'll, you know, do a vlog there. If there's other events potentially in the future, I'll do them as well. Maybe some, collabs with other TikTokers, other YouTubers, I'll do that as well. But that is the main objectives. And the videos are going to be out every single week. There's going to be at least one video out every single week. I know I've taken a little bit of a break, but I'm coming back bigger and better than ever before. So make sure you like, make sure you share it, make sure you subscribe, but all importantly, have a fantastic week. And yeah, share it to all your mates, as many as you possibly can. Let's take the YouTube Dobbo's army to the next level, and one day maybe get 100,000 plaque on the wall. That is the dream, guys. So the second last question that I'm going to answer in this Q&A is, what condition have I got, and is there any side effects to that condition? So the condition that I've got is called hydrocephalus, which is spelled HYDROCEPHALUS. Good luck spelling that when you're drunk. I don't drink, but yeah. So hydrocephalus is a shunt, aka tube, which stops excess fluid from running to my brain. So before I had the shunt put in, it was kind of like a river in my brain, and there was too much water around my brain. So obviously with this shunt, it's like an obstacle, so it's basically a wall. So let's say the water's here, and it's just going, ooh, boom, and it'll go to wherever it needs it, or it'll, drain out or whatever. But yeah, it basically, so all this water would, before this was there, before this shunt, that's the shunt, was there, it would be all go around like here, and then all around my brain would be here, let's say, so it would be all around here. And then once my shunt been put in, which is there, say that's the shunt, that's the brain, it would literally, the shunt would basically act as like a protector to the brain, and then it would go, the water would go elsewhere, if you get what I mean. And there's a side effect which is called hypertonic muscles, which if you see my hands right now, they constantly shake. It's not like this, it's just, little shaking. It's like being on a small roller coaster, like a speed bump roller coaster. There's always little, hurdles and stuff like that, but as you can see, it's just shaking constantly. Like, even if I hold my hand, it's just constantly shaking, as well as that hand as well. If you put them all both out, you can see right clearly that they shake quite a lot. So yeah, but people say, with your condition, can you drink? Yes, you can drink, but I just choose not to. I don't like drinking alcohol.